CR 8206, State of Texas versus John Henry Bueno. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
David Cavazos for the state.
Gary Chirek for the defendant.
All right. And are you Mr. John Henry Bueno?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is this still going to be a contested hearing?
It is not, Judge.
All right.
True.
I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same John Henry Bueno who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2020 CR 8206 for the offense of online solicitation of a minor sexual conduct on September 8, 2021 for a term of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Your Honor, the state's going to proceed on violation of condition number 14JB. That'll be on the first page, and we're going to waive and abandon all other violations. The state is alleging that on or about the 17th day of July 2023 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, John Henry Bueno, did then and there fail to comply with instructions of the Bexar County Community Supervision and Corrections Department Sex Offender Program, and that the defendant used internet to access an email with intent to meet someone, namely Airwolf at yahoo.com in violation of condition 14JB.
How do you plead to that? I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, so could you repeat?
Sure, I'll repeat the whole thing.
You got it?
Oh.
Okay. All right, to that, how do you plead? True or not true?
True.
All right, state, and you're waiving the other allegations in the motion?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation 14JB, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of 14JB?
Yes, ma'am.
The court will find 14JB true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Your Honor, the agreement in this case, the state is recommending that the defendant be adjudicated and the court enter a finding of guilt and impose a sentence of imprisonment for a term of 5 years.
All right, is that the agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
Are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
We are, Your Honor, with the understanding that my client does have some mental illnesses. He does bipolar depression. I think depression is one of the reasons he does this, is he's lonely.
Well, who does he live with?
I'm homeless. Yeah.
He's homeless.
But he's finding computers even though he's homeless?
Well, he had a phone, not a computer.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then the court will follow your agreement, find you guilty, sentence you to 5 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. All right, is there anything else from either side with regards to sentencing?
Nothing further from the state, Your Honor.
Nothing further from the defense.
All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement because you waive your right to appeal. You do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. It's probably best for you that you're not online at all. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Excuse?
Yes. Are you the same Jonathan David Dash who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2021 CR 5546 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 1 gram to 4 grams on July 26, 2021 for a period of 4 years? Is that you? State?
Violating condition number 1 on or about the 28th day of August 2023 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Jonathan David Dash, committed the offense of possession of a controlled substance in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true? All right. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, there is. It's to alter and amend to extend the defendant for 2 years on probation. And then in addition to that, it's going to be ISP mental health, and GPS for 6 months.
That is our understanding of the agreement, Your Honor. And I do also have a witness I would like to call whenever the court
Sure.
finds it appropriate.
All right. Defense?
Thank you. Christine, what is your relationship to Jonathan?
Husband, been married 25 years. I wrote this down because I know it's gonna get emotional. Is it okay if I
ask and then
give
you
this to
answer,
her?
okay?
Just give this to her.
Your Honor,
I know you're not allowed to. You have to ask, they'll ask you questions and then you need to answer the questions.
It's like menopause, so I already know I'm gonna get real emotional about this. I'm sorry.
You said you've been married for 25 years?
Yes, sir, I have.
Okay, and you were with Jonathan when he picked up this first case? And then when he picked, or I guess when he picked up this new case, you guys were separated at that time, is that correct?
Correct, sir.
And at that time, was he living with you?
No, sir.
He was homeless at that time, is that correct?
Right, that is correct, yes, sir.
And after he picked up this new case, he went to treatment, he has since come home, is that correct?
Right, that is correct.
And how is he doing now since he's returned home?
He's doing so much better. I actually haven't seen this like side of him. We've been together for such a long time, and I've seen him with his ups and downs. I've seen him with his like mental states. I've seen him off his meds. I've seen him on his meds.
And he's on his meds now?
Oh, all of them. I haven't ever seen this like side of him. He's like done a complete like 180 turn that I've like never seen. I'm real like proud of him. He's become a part of his kid's life again. And yeah, I'm really proud of him. I haven't seen this side.
And does he lives with you now?
Right.
And does he help you with the bills and with paying for the house?
Yes, sir.
Would you
He's very helpful now.
would you be able to manage without his help?
I could really use it. It's been hard. I've got 2 kids with autism. Our kids have autism. And yeah, it's been pretty hard without them.
But again,
I really need them. Yeah.
would you say that since he's returned home, he seems committed to getting his life on the right track?
He's been helping out so much. I mean, you can like look at him like he's like gained like 60 pounds. He's like become like a new person. He like helps us out so much. He spends time with the kids, which really means a lot.
All right, so let me just tell everybody, here's the question. One, neither person wants him revoked, is that correct?
Yes.
That is correct, Your Honor.
It appears there is a drug issue here, is that correct?
Yes.
Has he been UA today?
I'm not sure, Your Honor. He has been negative, or on every test he's taken it was negative. He had some diluted.
Oh, well,
he is pre-diabetic.
All right, we can do a UA now today.
Okay. And after he picked up this new case, he went to ISF. So he's been in treatment, Your Honor, and he's adamant that he's not been using.
All right, so let's do a UA and then
I have
we'll
no
go
further
from there.
questions for this witness, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Back on the record in 2021, CR 5546, State of Texas versus Jonathan Dash. What were the results of the UA?
They were, Your Honor.
All right. All right, and probation?
Negative, Judge.
Mr. Dash, what are you all requesting?
Judge, the court summary indicates amend conditions to include ISP, mental health, the MIC unit, and GPS for 6 months. I would agree with Mr. Escobar in regards to the 2-year extension.
All right. So the court will deny the motion. Alter and amend conditions to include ISP, the MIC. There's going to be 90 sober meetings in 90 days and extend for 2 years.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And state what is happening with the new case.
Yeah, we'll take that into consideration.
All right. And they will take in consideration 2024 CR 1418. Probation, is there anything else he needs? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
Your Honor, there was one thing I wanted to address as far as the GPS fees. Okay. He is working, he's driving DoorDash right now, so he can make some money.
I didn't order GPS.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was part of our, okay.
No problem. So is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Judge.
And what is the proposed agreement?
The proposed agreement, Your Honor, is for amending conditions for zero tolerance, house arrest for 30 days, GPS for the remainder of his term, extension for 1 year, and enroll in VIP within 15 days of release.
All right, and who is Scarlett Jones, and why is he contacting Scarlett Jones?
I can get a relationship chart for you, Your Honor. It's a little bit complicated within the
Everyone, please whisper.
I can get you an answer, Judge. It's in the file. We literally had to draw this out across a couple of cases, Your Honor. Off the top of my head, I don't know, but I can get that information for you in the state's file.
All right, is it Scarlett Jones or Sydney Jones?
It's, I believe, Sydney Scarlett Jones.
All right, and Scarlett Jones. Okay. The court ordered no contact with Scarlett Jones and Sydney Jones.
And Your Honor, may I ask a quick question? The counsel may know.
Yes.
Ruby, who is that?
No, Scarlett Jones is the person he pled true to the number 19 violation.
Yes.
And I ordered no contact with that person.
Understood.
So
okay.
I want to know why my no contact orders are being violated. That's where we are. Does anyone want to address that?
Your Honor, this is unfortunately not an uncommon situation that happens when you've got parties that are getting divorced. We had new paramours involved.
So was this contact made at a courthouse?
It wasn't made at a courthouse. It was not, Judge. From what my understanding is that he had gone by and he is struggling mentally to try to let go of what this relationship was. He misses his kids. He misses his wife. Unfortunately, she's moved on. What I can tell the court is that it appears that there was an application for a protective order filed, correct? My client has agreed to the entry of that protective order. It is a 5-year protective order.
But how old is he?
Who?
How old is your client?
How old is my client?
Yeah.
I would say probably like 40, 45.
All right, so I don't understand what he doesn't understand, that the court ordered a no contact order with Scarlett Jones. I mean, I know you all have your proposed agreement, but I don't know why I should follow this. I ordered no contact with Scarlett Jones. All of this nonsense about people not being able to let go. You can cry, when nobody's around, ask the gods, why am I not with this person? But I told him he couldn't be with her anymore.
Judge, I understand that, and I totally respect your position. Sometimes emotions get better at people, and I'm not saying that's an excuse, but I'm just I think that's the reality of what happened. Nobody was harmed. Nobody was, I don't believe in it. Nothing happened from the contact. I'm trying to get this guy back on track.
Yeah, but this is what I want you to understand where I'm coming from. I ordered no contact with Scarlett Jones. I ordered no contact with Sydney Jones. This is an assault family second offense, and we probably wouldn't be here, and maybe you would still be in a relationship with them if we were not here for an assault family second offense. So I don't know why people tend to cause problems in relationships and then are shocked when somebody moves on and they don't want you anymore. So I don't know why I should follow your agreement when the main thing the court ordered was no contact. And this is a family violence case. And people don't want people showing up to their door because they've moved on and they don't want you anymore. I don't understand why people don't understand when people don't want to be with you anymore. It's like, I'm over, I'm done. I don't want you anymore. Why can't people internalize that?
I think he has. I think this time in jail has helped him do that. And Judge, if I had a reason for you to follow this, it would be to provide him the assistance that he needs to try and reform himself. I think the battery intervention program alone will do wonders for him. It will open his eyes as to what's going on here. And I also think that, like we said, he's been in jail for about 60 days now. He's going to have another 30 on house arrest. He's going to be on GPS. We can not only monitor him and protect the family, but he's got a protective order in place. I've already explained that to him, and this is for the record. I've explained to him that protective orders have teeth, and that if he violates that, it's not just an MTR next time. He's going to be back in here on a violation of a protective order.
Oh, but my rulings have teeth, and my ruling was
absolutely
there's to be no contact. What has he done on probation other than, you know, get all caught up in his feelings going to somebody's house who doesn't want him anymore? Did he do anger management? Did you do anger management?
I enrolled in the fifth. I did 5 classes of fifth so far.
Probation, has he done anything?
Judge, he was granted probation in November. He submitted a negative delay in December. I don't have any indication that any of his classes have been complete. He did pay a total of $190 for his assessed fines and fees.
All right. Is there anything else?
No, Your Honor, and if the court would like to as well, like I said, not a state's file, like me creating a separate thing in a different file chart. I had to like draft out the relationships. It's like a whole page of who interacts with who. So if the court, if I could better explain, I would. I have that information. I don't have it with me. It wasn't.
Oh, no problem. The information I have is I ordered that he was not to have contact with Scarlett Jones. He's saying this is the love of his life. This is somebody he's willing to go to prison for, obviously, because he can't let her go. So I ordered no contact. This is an assault family second. He probably would still be in a relationship with her agreeing to be in a relationship with him if this wasn't an assault family second.
Judge, I understand completely where the court's coming from. I think that my client has had some time to, for lack of a better word, get it together. And I think that he can be successful in this. It's his first MTR. I'd ask the court, please, just allow him to complete these conditions. It's zero tolerance. Explain it to him. And if he comes back.
All right. The court is finding violation of condition number 19 true. The court is going to find him guilty. That is an affirmative finding of family violence. The court is not going to grant him probation. Would anybody wish to speak to punishment?
Your Honor, I understand the court's ruling. I think that given the facts and circumstances here, and the fact that there's a protective order in place, and my client agreed to that protective order, he has moved on. I think that there is not any imminent danger to Ms. Jones or his family, and I don't see him going by there at all. We would ask, I know the court's got the full range of punishment. The court's not considering probation. We would ask for a minimum on this, a minimum of 2 years. This is not something where on this violation, anybody else was hurt. There's no other violence. And we just ask the court to consider the minimum on this case.
State.
And then, Your Honor, the state, about 10 seconds, Your Honor, the state is accessing the legacy system just to get a better handle on the Bexar County criminal history, Your Honor. The state would respectfully request something in the range of about 4 years, Your Honor, and that is the state's recommendation.
All right. Court is going to find you guilty. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. Give you credit for any time served. There's to be no contact with Sydney Jones or Scarlett Jones. Court will sentence you to 4 years in the prison. All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and signed it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, do you have a limited right to appeal? And that right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on deferred adjudication. Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, and also because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. I want you to know, I listened to the arguments of your counsel. I took that into consideration. And sometimes when the prison sentence that I give people, people think, oh, she's just doing that because the state requested it. There are different things that I'm thinking of in my mind to see what's an appropriate sentence for you. Do I think you deserve the full 10 years for contacting her when what your counsel has told me there was no violence perpetrated? No. So I wasn't going to send you to 10 years, but I don't think 2 years was appropriate for you either. You understand? All right. Good luck to you.